Alright, hello. As you can see, I got kind of one board done today for the Fursona Land Pinball Machine. I started to put in the resistors, and then I found out that there's two different sizes, and they're both different ohms. The one that's in there is 466 ohms, and it's supposed to be 10K resistors in these slots. So yeah, I stopped putting those in because I have to take out that one. I also emailed Open Pinball Project, the guy that did these, just to give him a heads up. I think you meant to send all 10K resistors, but I could be wrong. The 466 ohm ones might go somewhere else because I don't have all the boards done. This is going to be my second one since I did that bigger board over there. So yeah, and I believe this one is the lamp driver board here. Has the I believe this is power, but it might not be. And then the connector here. So yeah, I pretty much stopped after I got pretty much everything except for the resistors, which there is 8 resistors, which I believe are all at 10K, and then there's 8 of the MOSFETs here. So, and yeah, they seem to be in the wrong way, but the silk screen on this is actually wrong, and they have to be put in backwards, even though it seems weird. But I was told that the silk screen was wrong and to install them backwards, so that's what I did. I may send this video off to Open Pinball Project, because just to have them evaluate everything. And I kind of see that some of these legs are kind of offset, but not that I don't think it'll do anything. It's just it looks just a little bit off from the others. But yeah, that's what I did today. Is got this board populated for the most part, except for the resistors. So I did get in contact with the guy. So anyways, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I also did photos with the 2 different resistors, and sent that off to the Open Pinball Project guy. So anyways, later everybody's. Alright, hello. I got the power supply all wired up. Next feat is to figure out how to put a switch on this, because I do have a switch, but I don't know if I need to do some how to make it so that it'll turn the power on and off on the switch, which I don't think I can do it straight onto the switch, the line cord onto the switch directly. I think you have to go through something, but right now I have it so that you have to plug it in and it'll turn on. And I did test the voltages, and all of them were 48 volts across all across the plus voltage here. So what I did is I went from like the two left terminals, and then I went from this into the center and then the right, and I did that with all of them, and they all said 48, so I didn't have to do any adjustment with the pot. And of course we had the peanut gallery over there. He thinks I'm talking to him, but I'm not. I'm talking to you, the audience. But anyways, let's plug this in so that you have video proof of it actually working and not exploding. And this is from Marco. And it comes stripped at the end. You don't want to use like a computer thing for this because it's too thin a gauge of wire inside of a computer line cord. Yeah, you want something that's from a pinball place that's beefy. It's got like either 18 or 16 gauge wire inside with, of course, the 3-prong here. So let's plug this baby in. And there's a LED that will light up, and the fan will also go as well. And there we go. There's the fan in the back, and I actually did a stress test on this. I left it running for an hour, and after the hour, it was still very cool. And because I was like thinking, oh yeah, after an hour it's gonna blow hot air out here, but wow, it was surprisingly still cold, like it is when it's first booted up. So yeah, it's got heat sink all over the place. Like there's one in the grate there, and I think there's one over here as well. So yeah, there's lots of airflow that goes through this thing. And yeah, I'm excited to hook up the flippers to test those. So yeah, and I think this is something similar to what Stern uses in their pinball machines as well. So I know it's a 48 volt power supply that they use, and then they probably do ones right for the they probably use a terminal straight to the flipper board, and then they probably step it down the voltage for these other terminals. I don't know, because I haven't looked at a modern Stern. I would like to get the limited edition Ghostbusters at some point, but yeah, that probably won't ever happen. But so I'm a poor son of a biatch. But anyways, thought I'd give you a update video on the power supply that does work. So yeah. And one thing I have noticed is that when you unplug it, it does actually have a charge to it. And it'll kind of rev down. There we go. It's unplugged now. and the LED slowly goes out as well. So yeah, and I'll definitely give the seller a 5 stars on Amazon, because that's where I got this, was on Amazon. And this will be just perfect for my pinball machine. The flippers use about 50-ish volts, so yay. So hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, later everybody's.